What is up, guys? My name is Ryan Reeves. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So I just got back from Black Panther. So much I like to talk about. So before I forget it, I'm trying to just share it with y'all. So let's get it started.
They won't take me out my element. Nah, take me out my element.
Disclaimer, I am a college student, and with that comes tight, messy dorm rooms. So that's what I'm in right now. So I apologize for all this back here. I apologize for the glare right there. It's there. Yeah. There. Yeah, apologize for that. And you know, out of my control. If I could show it to y'all could see that's just a big old long light, and so I can't really stop that. But hey, I'm here just to if you're here for the review, I'm here to give it to you. So to start it off, my initial perspective of Black Panther is that it was a very solid movie. I waited for this movie for years, and my dad's fixing to see it pretty soon, and I know he's like the greatest Black Panther fan of all time, has all the comics, and so I'm hoping he'll see this and he'll be pretty happy because it is a solid movie. So with my reviews, I plan to get into various categories because it is such a movie filled with all sorts of content and just visual nourishment like the whole time. So we're gonna break it down, of course, and we'll start with the plot. All right, so the plot basically starts off 5 centuries ago. A meteor lands and hits Africa, the heart of Africa, which prompts 5 different tribes to go to war, which during this war, the first Black Panther comes to be, which leads to him uniting the tribes under one banner, and that nation became Wakanda. The 5th tribe, however, decided to not follow the rest, and they decided to make their own in the mountains. Fast forward to the 90s, like the early 90s, and we have another scene which sets up our antagonist, Killmonger, for the film. Won't get too much into that, don't really want to spoil it for y'all. Fast forward some more, and we get to present day, which shows our protagonist, which is played by Chadwick Boseman. The character's name is T'Challa. Basically, I'm trying not to spoil it, but basically, he is the presumed leader of Wakanda due to various events that happened in past Marvel films, and he's going through his coronation. And after that, various other crazy events happen, and some old enemies of Wakanda pop back up, which cause all hell to break loose. And that's essentially the plot. I honestly think that it's a pretty solid setup. Nothing too crazy. Just gets the job done, and I love how the plot's very simple and it focuses a lot on the world that we have never seen before, that is Wakanda, and the characters within it. So yeah. Okay, so the theme and tone of the movie is what I'm gonna get in next to. It was very nice. I got a very adventurous feel. I almost reminded me of a scene back from Jurassic World when we see, or any movie where you finally, roll up and just see the field filled with dinosaurs. I kind of had that feeling when I saw Wakanda. It's just beautiful. It's a beautiful place, and everything's just so nice and just bright looking and advanced. It's just great. And with that, I really do feel that the central goal of the movie came to be, which is to establish a new sandbox, for us to play in, to enjoy, and really just get a feel for the Black Panther character, as we will see them in the upcoming movies. And that is not a spoiler, that is very obvious. We see him in the Avengers movie. We've seen all sorts of other little things, bits and pieces about him, T'Challa, in the future with Marvel. But yeah, the overall theme and tone was pretty good. I really loved the culture. Just like the culture was just crazy. The world itself was just amazing, and so many different cultures and parts that, like, from the real world in Africa and tribes and stuff like that you see come to play in a very interesting and fun way, and manages to not disrespect anyone. No one in the theater seemed to be offended by any of it. It was all just fun and great, and really got a sense of adventure in watching this film. Alright, so here's the hard part. We're going to get into the characters and cast. Casting was done beautifully. All the actors were very believable, and I could tell that they're really enjoying themselves and really committing themselves to their roles. Huge shout out to Michael B. Jordan in this film. Was great. I've never seen a antagonist to be so carefree and yet just so intimidating and cocky all at once, and it was just so good. Of course, Chadwick Boseman did solid, as everyone expected him to be. Come on now, he's Black Panther. Lupita, wonderful performance, beautiful as always. She did just amazing, and it really gave like a different take. Her character, I believe it's Nakia. She had a really different take on the world that she lived in, and was like a go-getter and more modern way of thinking. Next, we cannot forget about Okoye. She's one of the female warriors and the general, actually, of them. The actress's name is Danai Gurira, I believe. Sorry if I'm butchering her name, guys. But she did an outstanding job. For those of you who don't know where she's from, you've probably seen her in the Tupac movie, All Eyes on Me. Of course, Daniel Kaluuya did great as Wakabi. Always solid performance, very intense actor. I really do feel that Letitia Wright, she played the younger sister Shuri. I feel like she was slept on because her performance was probably one of the most real performances in the movie. I could tell that she had a blast with that one. Of course, Angela Bassett, great. Forrest Whitaker, pretty solid, even though it was a minor role. But one of my favorite actors in there, besides Michael B. Jordan and Letitia Wright, would have to be, honestly, Andy Serkis. And he played Ulysses Claw, one of the longtime Wakanda rivals. You've probably seen him in Planet of the Apes and War of the Apes, Lord of the Rings, as well as Dawn of Planet of the Apes. All the 8 movies. It was pretty solid. All the characters were just, like I said, amazing. Had good humor, good energy, good communion. It was just solid. I didn't see a single time where I felt that the acting was awkward or forced. It would just seem so natural, and that's what I feel is like what you really want out of a movie experience. So with that, we can go on to the next section. The director, Ryan Coogler, man, one of the great black directors. Not too many of them. I'm glad. I love when they, pull stuff off like this. You've seen him in Creed, of course. That was the movie that really got him up there. Oh, can't forget about Fruitvale Station. A lot of people love that one. Won awards at the Sundance, I believe. And of course, Black Panther was his latest thing. He is out of Oakland, California, and you'll see a lot of his Oakland roots throughout the movie. You'll see some things that kind of pop up, and you'll know it when you see it. But overall, he did a really good job. A lot of the camera work and film style I noticed came from Creed. Some of the parts of the movie, especially some of the fighting scenes. It was good though. It was very good. I didn't feel like I was in a Creed movie or anything like that. I honestly, it didn't feel any different. I still felt I was watching a part of the Marvel universe. Now there was at some points where I honestly did forget that this was a Marvel film and not like a just solo Black Panther film, but nothing bad about that at all. It was really good. And speaking of choreography, the choreographer, whoever that person is, I hope to see them in more productions because they did outstanding. It was good. It was just so fluid. The motions, everything was just great. And finally, the production, sound, effects, all that stuff was pretty solid. The world, like I said, was just so beautiful. Wakanda's an amazing place. The sunset is beautiful there, of course, more beautiful than anywhere in the world. The sound, the music was great. Well, I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I'm glad to hear some of him in the movie. At one point, it did get a little distracting for me personally, but that is because I am a huge Kendrick fan and I love just listening to Kendrick, so that's probably why. So I doubt that'll happen to any of y'all, unless y'all might. If you're a huge Kendrick fan, you might get a little like caught in the moment of the song, especially during a certain part in the movie where there's not too much going on. Also, production did an amazing job. The set design did an amazing job. Everything was just good. Music was great. Pretty solid. Everything with this movie was pretty damn solid. It was a great movie. Alright guys, so hey, sorry if my thoughts are a little jumbled. It was my first review. I'm still hyped that I got to see the movie. I literally just got back like not too long ago. Literally opened my computer up, got my setup, and I had to start filming for y'all. I give the movie a 9.3 out of 10. The only reason it wasn't a 10 out of 10 is because of some little miscues here and there, as well as some underdeveloped scenes in the movie, which I feel that could have been a little bit more detailed or drawn out. I do understand though that they don't have too much time. I mean, the movie was like 134 minutes, one of the longer Marvel movies. Overall, it was pretty damn solid. If y'all want to hear some what I have to say on a more detailed way, like with some unpopular opinions and criticisms, as well as things that I loved about the movie and favorite characters and all that stuff, that'll be in my spoiler video, which will come out in the next few days. That'll probably be a little bit more professional as well, because I'll have some time to really plan it and just really digest some thoughts. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed my video, and as I'm kind of new to this, guys, so if you want to like and subscribe, that'd be great. If not, I'm still glad that you came to watch, and I hope you guys come back again. So y'all have a beautiful rest of your day or night, and good morning or good night. I'll see y'all later.